All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to get into a lesson how uh, America is bound by prophecy, is captured, and is restrained by the prophecy, man. And today's supposed to be Independence Day, so-called Independence Day, which I got this word independent lined up, just a regular Google definition, and it reads free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. So you had these devils to acknowledge this day of them declaring, their independence from British control. But that don't mean they're still free from outside control. They're not. They're independent from outside authority, because the powers in heavens and earth is the one that dictates the comings and going of man. Because even America declaring its independence, that was part of prophecy. They was actually bound by that, The Lord, we were going to get into it, but as you can see, this word independent, free from outside control, not depending on another's authority. And, Independence Day dealing with them being free from British control. But a law, a legislation, a declaration, a weapon will not free you from prophecy, though. You can declare your independence all you want. Prophecy, still bound by it. So this is from Nat Geo. And this Independence Day is a summary. I'm just gonna get to the point. Independence Day, it says, also called the 4th of July. Independence Day marked the historic date in 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was approved by the Continental Congress. The written declaration stated that the American colonies were tired of being ruled by Great Britain. They wanted to become their own country. Just going back, them even declaring that independence, breaking free from that British rule, that was part of prophecy, man. Let's get that. Let's start off with that in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. Daniel 7, and I'm gonna start at 7, because one thing, you can't escape prophecy. Can't break free from that. We're all bound by it. So even though it's Independence Day, it's really not. We in the, if anything, we want to, we in the Bible days. Every day is the Bible day, especially in this latter times that we're in. So this is Daniel 7. I'm going to start at verse 7. It reads, and after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. And this is concerning the Roman Empire. These Edomites. See, this was in the script. This kingdom would come about. When you go in the statue of Daniel, pretty much the Lord gave us a rundown of these kingdoms that's going to come and go before the kingdom of heaven will be established. And we once again in the Roman Empire. It said it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. It said, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. And that little horn is America that came about. It says, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. See, and that's when you go into it. That's the British American War. You know, the Spanish American War and the French American War. And those events is how you get America today. You know, those different wars. That's how you uh, get America today, man. You know, by this place winning these wars, certain territories they expanded. You know, it says behold, and behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. So this is concerning America, but as you can see that the three horns were plucked up by the roots. That's all part of the script, man. Even just going back, America declaring its independence, they was really bound by that. That event had to transpire because it was written within the script, man. You know that prophecy being bound by prophecy. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Um, the book of 2 Peter 1:19. It reads, I'm gonna start at verse 19. It reads, "We have a more sure word of prophecy." See, and these words are sure, man. Concerning, we make the statements as, America, which is Babylon the Great, and the scriptures will be destroyed. We're sure about that. That everything is there. Of course, the precepts, and then now you're seeing the events that's transpiring to back it up, man. It says, "Whereunto you do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, unto the day dawn, and the day star rise in your heart. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation." See, it's not of us or how we feel, you know. No, it's according to what Yahweh shall have declared, man. It says, "For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man." See, it's not just for an example. Noah, he wasn't just so vexed in that time. He had to come up with a judgment such as the flood. You drown the earth. You drown the people of the earth. No, that was given unto him by Yahweh Shema Shai. That was the will of the Lord. And then it wasn't nothing you could do to stop that rain from coming. It wasn't nothing you could do to even, given those instructions of the ark. You had to go by those instructions to withstand that judgment. It had to be within those instructions to be kept. You couldn't go outside of that, you know. But just going back, it was inevitable. That was something that was gonna happen, man. No matter what status, whoever had the highest status in that time, whatever intents and purposes they had, prophecy took all that away. So it says, "For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit." See, having that spirit of prophecy, the testimony of Yahushua, declaring the intents and purposes of the Lord. It don't matter what you got going on. It's what prophecy says. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Psalms 33. Psalm 33 and I started verse 8. It said, "Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him." And it's happening now. You have the elect is doing it. you know. But it's gonna get to the point where Yahweh Shemel Shai, prophecy is gonna get up close and personal, man. You know? It says, for he spake and it was done. He commanded it and it stood fast. See? And this is what you're saying. The Lord is speaking war on the earth. The Lord is speaking uh, the famine, the beast, the stress and anguish, perplexity. That's what's being spoken on the earth. And we seeing it coming about, man. See, this is what they said, and it's gonna stood fast. It was done and it stood fast. Meaning everything else gonna be moved out the way. You talking about Independence Day, you free from British control, but you ain't free from prophecy. You sign a legislation, a law about, free speech. You can't speak on the LGBT, but that legislation can't stop the power outages. These, let's say the devil can will and run, but these prophecies is gonna unfold, man. It said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. See? Because what's going to stand? Prophecy. Let's get that. Pretty much said the same thing. Proverbs 19 and 21, it reads, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. See? So no matter what your intents and purposes are, ultimately the counsel of the Lord is going to stand, which is prophecy, man. Prophecy is what's going to hold up at the end of the day. That's one thing we're all bound by, and we're all restricted by. It's prophecy. Oh, it talks about that when you go into the different characteristics of wisdom. Matter of fact, I can end off on that concerning the different characteristics of wisdom and how it cannot be letted or hindered. Before I end off on it, let's get that in the book of Job. Job 11, might be 10, 11, or 11, 10. Job 11 and 10, it reads, if he cut off and shut up or gather together, then who can hinder him? See? So it's up. This is how by Shemel Shai that bring forth the prospering, or you being shut off or scattered or gathered. You being independent, free from control. But it talks about that also in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, concerning you being bound by prophecy. Not Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, where it says there's not going to be no one to stand in the way of him being destroyed, or him or stand in the way of him that have gotten the victory, man. So let's go back. Let's end off on this. The book of Wisdom of Solomon 7 and verse 22. It says, for wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled. And these are the different characteristics of wisdom. It says plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick. It says which cannot be letted. See, it can't be hindered. You can't stop it. You putting a dam in front of it. And that's what this devil do. This devil do, by you setting forth YouTube restrictions. The different algorithms can't see certain things. Get your video struck. But this word that's going forth, this wisdom that's going forth, it cannot be stopped, man. It cannot be let it hindered. You know, it says ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast. Sure, see, that's your word of prophecy. Free from care, having all power, overseeing all things. See, this wisdom really oversee all things, these prophecies, because that's what dictates life and existence. This word. And scriptures talk about how the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever. So that's why you got LGBT laws and these different this system as you see is because the Lord fashioned this man in such a way for this for prophecy to happen, man. You had to have a wicked ruler, a wicked king. You had to have these certain events to transpire. But it was all written within the scriptures, man. It says, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtile spirits. So just going back to the point is that, you know, being bound by prophecy, even though it's Independence Day, that was part of the script. And at the end of the day, prophecy, you know, in the script says that America's going to be destroyed. So yeah, I just hope that we're edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Let's teach the word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.